New Zealand is a land of extraordinary diversity and beauty in a surprisingly small area. Moving between New Zealand regions helps create the experiences that we remember forever. The scenery you'll discover on the road, in the air or by rail makes every journey all the more enjoyable. When you're considering transport options, remember that New Zealand is 1,600 kilometres long and has a larger landmass than the United Kingdom. Whether you choose car, train, boat or plane depends on how quickly you need to get where you're going. New Zealand has a well-maintained road network and the main islands are linked by ferry and air services. Qualmark is New Zealand Tourism's official quality agency, and its role is to ensure that visitors get quality accommodation, activities and tourism services, including transport. All transport operators that carry the Qualmark endorsed quality mark have been independently assessed as trustworthy and professional. Visitors to New Zealand tell us they are more satisfied with their transport service when it is Qualmark endorsed. Travelling by air is the fastest way to travel around New Zealand. By plane or helicopter, aircraft travel is seen as a simple and efficient way to see the country. Many of the most beautiful places in New Zealand are either inaccessible or very hard to get to by land or sea. Helicopters and small aircraft are an ideal way to get into such places. New Zealand has a very good aviation record as a safe place for air travel, and there are strict guidelines that pilots must adhere to in training and once fully licensed. You can fly between all New Zealand cities and most major towns using domestic air services. Air New Zealand and Qantas are the main providers. Their services are complemented by regional airlines, charter companies and scenic flight operators. Helicopters provide a very convenient way to travel. Although generally more expensive, they are an experience and activity in themselves. By helicopter, you can travel to and from almost any location with door-to-door service. Helicopters are a perfect way to maximise your time in New Zealand. You'll find opportunities for water travel almost everywhere in New Zealand. Ferries, water taxis and other forms of craft can get you from A to B or simply take you on a maritime joyride. Our most famous ferry route is between Wellington in the North Island and Picton in the South Island. The Inter-Islander and Bluebridge service this route. As well as transporting you between islands, this journey showcases the extraordinary beauty of the Marlborough Sounds. New Zealand has many kilometres of coastline where you can find both cruise liners and pleasure crafts anchored in the harbours. A number of international cruise liners call into the ports of New Zealand's main cities and wilderness areas. Overland excursions and pre- and post-cruise itineraries are easily organised. There are 12 key ports of call in New Zealand, all with unique offerings and dramatically different landscapes. Most cruise ships begin their visit in the sunny north, working their way south to the historic cities of Christchurch and Dunedin and the dramatic fjords of Fiordland. The main reason to choose a rail journey in New Zealand is scenery. While New Zealand's rail network isn't vast, there are some incredible journeys available. You'll see things that simply can't be seen from the road. In the South Island is the Transalpine, which travels over the dividing range between the east and west. This particular trip, linking Christchurch to Greymouth, has been called one of the world's top 6 train journeys. Our other rail experiences rely on the passion and dedication of enthusiasts. Southland has the Kingston Flyer, Dunedin has the Taieri Gorge Railway, and Auckland is the launching point for boutique steam train trips. New Zealand roads are generally of a very high standard. All main routes are sealed and well signposted, and beyond the cities, traffic is light. If you don't want to navigate your way on New Zealand roads, then there are plenty of people and companies who will. New Zealand has a comprehensive national transport network. There are approximately 200 scheduled services a day, with multiple daily services between major destinations. Most operators maintain a modern fleet of vehicles, and many voluntarily build to the latest European emission standards and maintain Qualmark accreditation to ensure quality and sustainability. In general, there are two styles of scheduled transport offered: basic point-to-point transport, run by companies such as Intercity and Newmans, and pre-organised structured tours operated by Kura Tours, AAT, APT, Great Sites and Scenic Coach Lines, for example. Hop-on, hop-off travellers' networks, where you buy a pass for travel, can move you around New Zealand's major destinations very effectively. Most offer a fixed level of travel, so customers can choose what level of pass they purchase. Accommodation, meals and many attractions are often included in the tour price, and you're sure to make a few friends and meet a few Kiwis along the way. Examples of this are Kiwi Experience and Magic Bus. The drivers can also guide, or you can provide your own guide. All drivers of Qualmark accredited operators will provide commentary if you wish.